Alright, what's up guys? Greg here, 360 Performance. Real quick, we're going to go over your last 3 tips to help improve your power clean. Make sure that you implement these. We're trying to make sure that the Olympic weightlifting that you're doing in school, i.e. your power cleans, transfers onto the field or court. Alright, that leads us right into our next tip. You've got to make sure that you're using your hips in these lifts, that you're triple extending your hips. Young athletes so many times get in such a hurry to try to pull the bar that you actually doing an early arm pull. Okay, you're pulling it with your arms and your biceps. You don't want to do that. Okay, the lifts are actually power clean is actually 2 lifts in one. Okay, or 2 pulls. All right, the first one is from the ground, of course. All right, make sure that your feet are hip width apart. Of course, grabbing that bar, hook grip it. When you're coming from the ground, too many of you do this. Your butt shoots out, you try to pull here, and then by the time you try to catch, it's an ugly, ugly picture, ugly sight. All right? Much like the picture on this blog post. All right? What you want to do, you want to lead with your chest. So as you come from here, looking forward, deep breath, driving up. This should be your first movement. Not locking out your legs and then pulling. First movement should be driving, heels through the ground, driving up, driving up, driving up. Okay? You notice my arms have not bent yet. The second pull is the most important one. You have to remember to be patient. If you don't learn anything else from these tips, be patient on the lift. That first pull is all about patience. Drive with your chest, hips through. Okay? You don't want to use all your force to snatch the bar off the ground. You don't want to go and jerk the bar off the ground. Drive with your chest, drive up, hips explode. Okay? I still have not bent my arms. Hips exploding up. It's called a triple extension. Driving here, hips up, fully extending, pulling back. All right? Second pull, pulling back. I want you to practice just exploding up using those hips. Exploding up. Exploding up. All right? Make sure that there's no early pull. All of your power is generated from your hips. Fully extending, up, then the bar is just traveling up from velocity. Get up underneath it. Catch with your elbows up like we spoke about earlier. Okay? The next tip, you've got to improve your front squat. I don't care who you are, eventually you're going to have to drop up underneath a lot of weight in order to catch it. Meaning, your catching or receiving position is going to be here, and you're going to be into a full squat, and you're going to have to drive up out of it. All right? You're not going to be able to catch everything standing straight up. You need to start working on your front squat. Implement that. Change it out every 2 weeks from a regular back squat. You want to change it out anyway just so you don't accommodate and get used to it. All right? Elbows flared up. None of this crossing here. Okay? Elbows flared up. This goes into the wrist and shoulder flexibility that we spoke about in the last post. Elbows up. Feet hip width apart. Deep breath. And driving out. Deep breath. And driving out. All right, this will help you at the bottom of your power clean. Okay? Once you start pulling a lot of weight, you're going to end up having to extend. We're going in slow motion, dropping up under the weight and standing up with it. All right? Work on your front squat. Last but not least, you got to get some better shoes. Do not lift in Nike Frees or anything that resembles those that have the thick cushion on the bottom. Now, Frees are thinner, but they still have a lot of cushion on the bottom to give you a lot of give, side to side. You don't want give. When you're doing power cleans, you have to have a stable platform to lift on, meaning your shoes, okay? First option, Oly shoes. These are pretty expensive. They run about $100 to $200, some even more than that per pair. I mean, if your parents got it, or if you got it, go ahead and get them. One of the best investments you'll ever make. But generally speaking, you're not training enough on power cleans to really invest in something like this. But it will help, okay? Gives you an elevated heel for more ankle mobility and a flat bottom, all right? It's extremely flat, extremely stable. So when you land, you stick. There's no wobble, no side-to-side give. Cheaper option. Everybody is wearing Chucks these days. Everybody. I don't care if you have the ones without the ankle support or the ones, the high tops. Doesn't matter. Built in the same way. They're extremely flat. The inside is extremely firm, okay? It's not going to be as firm as the Oly shoes, but this is a very, very viable option. Invest in a pair of Chucks. Squat in them, okay? Power clean in them. They give you this stable base, firm platform. If you guys have any other questions, just hit me up with a comment on the bottom of here. Be more than happy to answer any of them that you have. Other than that, you guys take it easy.